EP9. Is that recording?
Yeah, that's recording.
Very nice.
Okay.
Good morning, man.
Good
morning.
Good morning. I guess. Yeah, I guess good morning.
Just woke up and we came straight here.
I'm not well rested.
Wow. Okay.
But I'm excited for the pod. Oh, we need to just click the live up.
Okay.
Over there, Jack.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Nice.
There we go. That's done. Yeah. Yeah.
And we are live.
We are live. We're in action. I mean, it's, as you can see,
BADVICE.
I mean, the
Same
shoddy work.
Same old.
Same old shoddy work by us. But you know what? It's a comedy podcast and it was done on purpose.
Yeah, that was definitely on purpose.
It was the plan all along.
Yeah, but we're gonna start being a bit more professional in episode 10.
Oh, yeah, of course.
Episode 10
Starting
is the
from
one.
episode 10.
That's
obviously.
when we really,
Yeah. Otherwise, I
Yeah.
think it'll be premature. So.
These episodes, the first ones are just experimental, we're trying to use tape on this thing, we make it fall down deliberately.
Exactly.
Just
That was all. It was so tightly scripted, Jack.
And it worked.
Yeah. No, of course. We tightly. I had a small string here.
Yeah, and then
that
you
I just pulled
it.
on.
Yeah.
I mean, we were very, very well prepared. But yeah. Welcome to BADVICE.
Episode 9.
Episode 9.
Yeah.
We are Africa's solution to their problems. So email us in on jackandfadil@gmail.com, and we're gonna help you with your life. Generally. We have some emails to go through this episode, and we'll get to that after we sort of check in with each other.
Yeah, we should.
After we sort of
we need to check in with each other.
We need to check in.
Yeah.
We need to check.
What have you been up to?
What have I been up to? Well, Ramadan is over.
Oh, finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now you can be back to your old self. You're a bit... Fadil was really a bit too nice.
A bit
the whole time. I'm like, this is not you, bro. Come on.
So now I can go back to roasting.
Just go back to be roasted.
Both friends and chicken during the day.
All of them, yeah.
Okay.
So how was your Ramadan?
The Ramadan was awesome.
Yeah.
I gave up a lot of things. I went out less. I was kinder to people. I hope.
Well, slightly.
Slightly, yeah. I was kinder to people. I guess significantly, since you could tell.
Yeah. I mean, if that's what you call kind, I guess we'll go by that.
Okay then, all right.
Yeah, no, but this is a kind dude. I'm just joking. He's
okay.
You're a kind dude.
Oh my God, Jack.
Generally.
Are we?
No.
Are we gonna kiss?
No.
Okay, amazing. Yeah, so Ramadan was great. I enjoyed a lot. Was with family a lot. Spent a lot of time with family. It was quite nice. I really enjoyed it. Yeah.
And then yesterday was Eid. Right?
Yesterday was Eid in my household.
Oh, in your household.
Some people did Eid the day before.
Why?
So basically, there's something known as the Eid Wars.
The Eid Wars.
Yeah.
I have never heard of this.
It's basically, or rather, moon sighting wars.
Okay.
So the Islamic calendar works on a lunar month.
Yes.
So when there's a new moon, that marks the start of a new month.
Of a new month. Yeah.
So essentially, Ramadan is actually just one of the months in the calendar. It's not like
So you guys can have Ramadan like a couple times a year? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay.
Because they are 12 months still in a year.
But we have the full moon. I'm sure like couple of times a year, right?
Oh no, but the new moon.
Oh, new moon.
Yeah, new
moon.
moon.
That happens once a year.
No. New moon happens every month.
Or me, I failed geography.
By the way, that's not even the subject that you were supposed to be paying attention to.
What is the subject?
That's like okay, that's not geography. That's it's not. Geography is about the Earth.
But you kind of learn about the moon.
Do you learn about the moon in geography?
It's mentioned.
Oh,
sure. It's somewhere.
We have a moon, by the way. Huh?
By the way, the Earth has a moon.
That was GHC.
You did
Geography, history, and civics.
Civics?
Yeah.
I thought it's CRE. What is civics? No, for real, what is civics?
Civics is like about government.
Bro, you're in a whole other generation.
No,
What the fuck?
wait, I learned to be a cobbler.
Did you do home science?
I don't know. I did. We did.
Okay.
Actually, no, we didn't have home science.
Okay.
We didn't have home
Actually,
science.
it was not offered at your school.
It was not offered
Okay.
at my school. Let me say that. Geography, history, and civics. Did you not do GHC?
No, I just did geography.
And
I
history
dropped
specific.
history. I hated history.
But what about from standard 1 to 8?
No, it was 5 subjects. It was maths, English, science. What else was there? CRE. And what else? Oh, social studies. Those are the
Social
subjects.
studies.
I think that's the one you call civics. I think.
No. civics. Okay, my
Social
civic duty. Yeah, actually, that's
Yeah,
probably
social studies was
about government,
Yes.
about a bit of politics.
Yes, bit of history.
a bit of
Yeah.
social.
Yeah, we
like,
call it social studies.
social studies.
Also,
okay.
we call it. Oh, that was GHC.
That was GHC
Mm.
together.
Oh,
It
okay.
was WA. I sound old. I
That's-
sound like we had cobblering as one of our. You know what a cobbler is? A guy who
The guy who
makes
fixes
shoes.
shoes. As one of the
As well,
subjects.
carpentry. We had carpentry.
Do you know what? I did
We
metalwork.
had.
I did metalwork for real. I did it in high school.
Oh, wow.
Instead of doing agriculture. Yeah, or business.
Damn. Okay. Yeah. No. Okay. Instead of agriculture, you did metal work.
I did metalwork.
Did you learn how to weld?
Yeah, we learned how to weld the different types of metal, different types of steel.
What's your favorite metal?
Favorite metal? I think copper. Copper is very easy to work with.
Copper is your favorite metal. You seem like a copper kind of guy, Jack. I gotta say, you're a bit of a copper fellow.
But it was an interesting because we were taught how to forge like blades. It was pretty cool because we had like a
What
fun-
kind of assassin school did you go to? Like,
I
what?
went to
What
some-
is this? What do you mean we taught how to forge a blade?
Went to some school in Jogoro.
You sound like you're a Lord of the Rings character. I learned to forge a blade.
To forge a blade.
Who says forge a blade even
But
in
that's what it
2025?
was. It was learning how to forge a blade in a furnace, and then we had this thing called a lathe machine. You've done engineering?
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah,
We had a lathe machine which you could use to like reduce the diameter of a metallic rod. Dude, this was cool.
Don't lie, you didn't use a lathe.
No,
you
we did.
you used old techniques. First of all, you are shirtless but in an apron. That's
Yeah.
what I'm picturing, and you are just there like ting,
Ding.
ting, ting. Like
And then
it was-
after learning all this, the final project was to make a chair. I'm like, come on, dude. I can make something.
after forging a blade,
Yeah.
no, you didn't get the assignment. It was you were told. You have to forge a blade, then you have to make a throne to sit
Just
on
a
because
throne.
you're the king
Imagine if
of
I made-
Jogorod. That's what it was, okay?
Imagine if I made a throne
Yeah.
like an actual king.
Like a Game of Thrones kind of thing.
For
You
my
made like
exams.
from like 1,000 blades,
Yeah.
and then you made the throne out of it.
Oh, I just sit on that thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I would have passed my
That's
exams.
that's what I'm picturing, Jack.
Yeah.
But
Anyway,
Jack, were you strong enough and tall enough to
two?
forge a blade? Really?
No, I was.
I feel like you can. I feel like you can make. And you know, by the way, when you say blade,
Yeah.
it sounds like a large sword.
What am
but
I supposed to say? A knife.
A dagger. You say a dagger.
a
You say a
pen knife.
pocket knife. You, Jack, for you.
Yeah.
By the way, a pocket knife might be a sword. Huh?
Yeah. Okay.
By the way, you can tell I'm off Ramadan.
Yeah, I can tell.
I have calories in
Guys
me.
can tell. Everyone can tell. This
I
guy
have
is
calories
off.
in me.
He's
I
just
have
firing on all
energy.
pistons. Oh my god.
I'm back, baby.
This guy's
I'm
back. Hey, Ramadan ilikuwa imekalia huyu jamaa.
Okay, amazing. Yeah. So, oh wow. Okay, no, I still want to know more about about metalworking
Yeah,
because
so metal. Yeah, it's just you just thought about the different types of metal, their uses, and how to fabricate metal sheets. Dude, I have a
Whoa.
fucking cold. I have a fucking.
what is Jack? You better not infect me, man.
I
that
will
sounded like a deep earthly
I
cold.
have a very bad cold.
Do you know what that sounded like?
Yeah.
That sounded like you went to a paleontology
No.
dig site. No, wait a minute. Wait, Jack.
What? I'm sorry, dude. I have a cold.
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah, they had that. I use Boda so much, so I just got this.
Oh, excuse me, don't blame Boda Boda. Let me just tell you what that was,
What
okay?
is it?
That was Jack went to a paleontology site. They dug up some old thing that was in ice, and by accident they released an ancient virus.
And now it's in me.
And now he's got it.
No.
That was
He's
possession.
exaggerating.
By the way, we need a pastor up in here.
To exercise me.
What the heck was that?
Yeah, man, I have a cold.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's quite bad. But anyway, back to metalwork.
We need to go back to metalwork. I wanna know more about your forging days.
When I would forge my pocket knife.
Oh God, that's so funny.
Yeah, man, but because I was always a very hands-on guy. I didn't like computers and stuff. So I was those guys. I just wanted to see metal connect with metal, and I'm like, yeah, that's something I've done. That's my work of the day.
Oh wow.
I didn't like software at SGU coded because there was also computer classes in school, and those guys would go and learn about code. But I'm like, I wanna connect chumas together. Like a man, you know.
and then you go to your wife back home in the 50s. And you have a wife beater on.
Yeah.
And she serves you meatloaf
Or a flannel like a lumberjack.
Exactly.
Just
yeah.
a manly.
And then you shout like, I'm too stressed. And then you have to have a drink to unwind every day.
Oh, a drink.
Yeah, you have to
at the end of the day.
Yeah, you have to have a drink at the end of the day to unwind.
Let me ask you, isn't that like a true man? Let's just fuck political. That's a man, right? Right?
I gotta say, Jack.
That's
after telling me this story,
yeah,
paired with your hairy chest, you're definitely a real man, Jack.
Yeah, but I aspire to be that.
But I told you I look up to you, Jack, like you're my dad.
Thank you. I aspire to be that. Just come home, you know.
Would you go back into metalworking?
Yes, because I like building things, but I just don't have the time now. But I like building things. I like watching people who build stuff. Do you know Colin Fuzz? This guy who just makes things in his shed. He just makes like a jet engine, puts it on a bike. That's
I've seen some
pretty
of
cool.
those.
Yeah, I really like such things. And if I had the time, I would probably kill myself doing those things.
Really?
Yeah.
Jack, we could do a project together. You know, I'm an engineer after all.
But wewe sikuamini, wewe unaweza niua. Fadhila bana.
Jack,
I mean, look at this. You expect me to trust me with your life after this setup? What is this?
Jack, I'll be Dracula, and you can be Igor.
What is that? Can you cosplaying now?
I think it would be fun to cosplay with you,
Okay, so
Jack.
who is Igor? I know
Igor is his faithful servant.
Is Igor the guy who's like hunched like this? Is that
Exactly,
Igor?
yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I know Igor is Tyler, the Creator's album.
Right. Okay. Okay, fine.
Oh, so Igor is his like butler.
Not his butler. Don't put it like that,
It's his
Jack.
butler, basically.
It's not.
Igor is Dracula's butler.
It's
Just
not
brings
his.
him
I
wine.
swear, it's not his butler. It's his assistant, because Dracula gets up to a lot of shenanigans and a lot of metal work. He does a lot of but he's an actual engineer.
He does a lot of metal work.
But he's an actual engineer.
No, I don't think he is.
No, he is.
What does he make?
He tries to animate one of the things is that Dr. Frankenstein is sometimes portrayed as Dracula.
Okay.
And so he brings
But isn't Dracula like a bat? I just thought he's like.
I mean, he's not a full-time bat.
Okay.
He's part-time.
But he can't be in the sun.
He cannot be in the sun.
It reminds me of the day we went out to the sun with you. You're just like, hey, Jua. And that's like 2 minutes after.
I
I'm
got
like,
roasted,
bro,
man.
Jesus.
I can't handle the sun,
You
Jack.
cannot handle the sun.
I can't.
Hey, Bana, you need to get used to Nairobi, Bana. Aye.
Yeah, no, I
How
don't.
do you get your vitamins?
How do I get my vitamins? I get my vitamin D.
Yeah.
I get my vitamin D through
Don't say it. Okay.
through pills.
Okay, that's how you get your.
Oh, what are you thinking, Jack? Oh my God.
My mind was in the gutters there.
Okay, I want us to go back. Okay, tell me, what are the various things you made in your metal
So
workshop?
we used to, it was mostly just using the lathe machine. Like the teacher would give us like a metallic rod, and then ask us to like reduce the diameter to a certain length or a measurement. But most of it was theory. That's what sucked about it. It was theory, just learning about like like steel. Steel is iron mixed with carbon.
Nice.
You see how I know.
Dope.
I know my shit.
Dope, Jack. Okay, yeah.
So the level of hardness, I think, depends on the percentages of iron and carbon in the steel. So so that's how you. Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay? So then let me quiz you, Kidogo.
Okay, it's actually my cold that's fucking me up. Actually,
You know, Jack. Let me just tell you, you come to this podcast every week with a cold.
there's something wrong with me.
Jack,
I think you've noticed.
I honestly have noticed. So
I am always. I always have.
Jack, we need to get you into a hospital.
Is this AIDS, guys?
Guy, Jack, you might have AIDS.
No, I'm joking.
Or you have
It's okay.
kwashiorkor.
No.
You have kwashiorkor, baby.
Okay, quiz me then. Quiz me on. quiz me on
Jack,
metal.
we're
It's
moving.
kwashiorkor. No,
Okay.
my stomach is not big enough.
Okay. So. Okay, like what is hardness?
Hardness.
Yeah, hardness in metals.
We'll clip that for sure. We'll clip that part.
Oh God.
So I think hardness is. I remember hardness is the resistance to scratch. That's what I remember. That's what I remember.
Dope. Yes, it's
Yeah.
resistance to scratch or resistance to penetration.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If you say it like that, it's fine.
Yeah, but that's the actual So that's
Or
good.
resistance to penetration.
Penetration. Yeah. So I mean, in order to scratch, you need to penetrate at least the surface.
Oh yeah. True. So yeah, some metals are definitely harder than others. Steel is pretty hard. I don't remember. Copper is quite soft. Aluminium is soft.
It's soft. Yeah.
Yeah, you can really work on it and just bend it really.
No, but that when you mean bend, that's more like malleability or
Yeah, it's very malleable.
or stiffness.
Stiffness, I think, is if something
It's
is stiff,
resistance to deflection.
yeah, but it breaks easily. It's very brittle.
Yeah?
I find, yeah.
It could be. Yeah.
So when we were making the blades, I remember the teacher would be like, "You want to make it too stiff. You want it to be to have a bit of flex.
Yeah.
So that the blade doesn't break. When you hit something."
I'm just.
Do you
I
understand?
would love you to.
It's really interesting, bro.
This is so interesting. This is
Yeah,
amazing.
it's really interesting,
I would
yeah.
love to see you make a blade like in some time.
Give
in
me
the
a
near-
furnace.
You need a furnace.
Ding! And an anvil. I love working on the anvil.
Yeah. Oh my God, Jack! I've seen a new side of you. That is like.
Bro, but it was actually a cool subject. I really liked it. Yeah, but it just, I mean, what are you going to do with that after school?
That's true. That's true.
Unless you go work in like Juakali making wheelbarrows.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean-
That's true. But I mean, like that's what I'm saying. Like you could have started a YouTube channel.
Oh, yeah.
You could have started a YouTube channel,
Possibly, yeah.
and you would have had a channel that is based on metalwork.
Where I just do like metalwork projects.
Yeah.
But these are skills that I would definitely pass on to my son. Because I remember when I was a kid, I used to make these two little cars. Unajua hizi gari za wire. Do you know that? Oh my God, I loved making those. I'd make
Wow.
like a little truck.
Jack, man.
Yeah.
This is talent that you need to get back
you'd-
into.
You'd hold it with like two rubber bands. We used to call them bladders. Yeah, it was like the whole process of making it. You just
Jack, you need to explore that,
I think I'll teach my son for sure.
and then you'll pass it on.
I'll
The heir
pass it
to
on.
the throne.
The heir to the throne.
The heir. You seem like a very the way you speak sometimes is like an ancient Game of Thrones
What?
character.
With the forging? Is
Yeah,
it
you're
because
like, I forged a blade.
I
and
forged
I
a
will
blade.
pass on this to my son.
I'll pass on this skill to my son.
To my son, and he shall become the greatest blade forger in the land.
Kumbe, it's a pocket knife.
Okay, Jack.
All right.
Oh my God, we've chatted for 20 minutes.
Wow.
So we need to get into some some question action here.
Okay.
So, yeah. Okay, Jack. I think just keep them busy as I open.
All right, so,
as I
yeah.
open.
So-
Just tell more people about
The forging.
The art of the
forging
forging of
forging a
blades.
blade back in my youth. Yeah, but it was fun. I enjoyed doing that. So I just enjoyed working on machines, and I guess that's why I have such a passion for like cars and planes too. Yeah, I love machines. Like what? How smart are humans to make some things? Things that serve us. It's pretty fascinating. I remember my friend was doing a course on aviation, and I went to his school, and they had this like jet engine just there. I would look at that thing for hours, just like in awe at how complex that thing is. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Damn.
Yeah. It's okay. Maybe, am I geeking out too much?
No.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, right?
I think this is amazing.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Okay, let's get to a question here, Jack.
All right.
Let us get to a question. So,
Yeah.
what we're going to do in this one is we're going to give people, because we need to protect people's identity.
Yeah, sure.
As we always do. You can trust us with your questions, people.
Yes, please do.
What we're going to do is we're going to ask you to give these people names
All right. I hope this thing is
of
recording.
teachers.
I hope it's
Yeah, actually,
Can I just check?
just give it a check.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good? Okay, nice. Okay, Jack. Jackie boy!
All right. So who's this guy asking the question? So and what is the question?
So, but
Yeah,
first we have to
need
give him a name.
Okay.
And that name
Yeah.
will be of your different high school or your different primary school teachers.
I'll call him Maish. That was the name of my metal lock teacher. He's called Mr. Minor, but we call him.
He was called Sir Maish.
Sir Maish.
Sir
He
Maish.
taught me the art of forging a blade
Yeah.
as I prepared to go to war.
Okay, here we go. Hi, Jack and Fadil.
Hi.
Maish here.
All right. Hi, Maish.
Sir Maish.
Sir Maish, yeah.
I went on a first date that I thought was going well until I managed to knock an entire bowl of soup into my date's lap. I was beyond embarrassed. They were gracious but clearly uncomfortable, and we ended the night early. Now they haven't responded to my follow-up text apologizing again. Did I completely ruin my chances, or is there any way to recover from this disaster? Sincerely, Samaish.
Samaish. So he spilled a bowl of soup on his date's lap. That is that's a date gone wrong. That's not a situation I'd want to be in.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what the hell, bro? But she should be an understanding lady. I don't think it was intentional, was it?
Right.
Yeah, she should understand that sometimes mistakes are made.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, mistakes do happen.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a doozy. It's kind of it's like it can. Those are the kind of things that can ruin a date.
For sure. Yeah.
Like we went to WRC, the Safari Rally.
Did you go alone?
Last week? No, I went with my brother.
Oh yeah.
And a friend of mine and a cousin of mine. And we had set up this gazebo, and it was protecting us from the sun because it was really hot that day.
Yeah.
And so this gazebo was not nailed to the ground.
Okay.
We didn't nail it to the ground. You're supposed to nail the gazebo
Did you
into
guys,
the ground.
was the gazebo yours or you found
Yeah,
it?
it was ours.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it was ours. It was ours. So you nail it to the ground,
Yeah.
and then you sit under it, right?
Yes.
So halfway during our stay there,
Yeah.
the wind just took that gazebo.
Oh shit, because it was nailed to the ground.
And then it crashed down onto the ground and it broke.
Oh.
Because, it's a very light gazebo. It's supposed
Yeah.
to be light, and it's made of aluminium, by the way.
Okay. Also, the frame is aluminium.
The frame is
and
aluminium.
It broke after the wind.
It broke after the wind, and it was just unusable after that.
Yeah.
It broke, and literally, we were there for all of 3 hours, I think.
Ooh, in the sun.
No.
Oh, before. Okay.
With the gazebo.
Okay.
And after that gazebo broke,
Yeah.
we packed up and went to Nairobi.
You guys can sit in the sun.
We cannot, let me tell you, us Asians are not made to be in
You
the
guys are a
sun.
different breed.
We are like,
No, it's fair enough because to me it's never an issue. Not really. Okay, I will get hot, but it's not like I won't. It doesn't bother me that much.
so this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to give a little bit of an analogy here.
Oh, yeah.
That if something, an event like that happens,
Yeah.
that's going to ruin your freaking time. And you just need to then just go to Nairobi.
But Maish isn't Asian, is he?
No, but
He's not Asian. So he doesn't roll like that. He deals with problems.
no, but maybe the girl was Asian
I don't think so.
because she's the one who ended the date
Oh, okay,
early. You
okay,
see,
okay.
So I'm definitely okay. Just tell me what is she's a Patel, obviously. You had the date at Diamond Plaza in Parklands.
Yeah, because bro, if it was a lunge chick, she wouldn't care. She'd be like, she'll lick it off. She didn't. Like it's not a big deal. It's like so fine.
If it was a lunge chick, it would be fine. Oh my god, amazing. Yeah.
Okay, so what you're
Maybe.
saying is she might have been like one of those types of people where that was like a total upsetter. Like
Yeah, I think
She
those
could not
kind of things,
believe
like
that.
especially, you know what? Especially if it's a cream of X,
Cream of what?
a cream of X soup.
Okay.
You know,
What's
not
that?
like a broth,
Okay, a cream. What do you mean a cream of X?
like a cream of onion or a cream of spinach or a
okay.
cream of broccoli soup.
Yeah. Are
Now
those
it-
stinky?
It's
Is
like
that why?
it's not. It's like it's a bit stinky. That's true.
Yeah.
A cream of something.
Yeah.
But then it's also like sticky.
Oh yeah.
And it's
yeah.
very heavy, and it like sticks to you,
Yeah.
which I already said. That's why I said sticky.
Sticky, yeah.
And I think that's what sort of
It's a bummer for sure.
it's a bit of a bummer. And I think that especially if you're a Parklandian girl,
Yeah, you're not gonna.
if you come from my hood,
Yeah.
you best believe.
I need to.
But let me tell you, if you're in Parklands, you're not really having a soup for dinner.
What are
By
you
the way, who has a soup for dinner?
Some people do. Some people do have.
Who
soup
goes
for
on a
dinner.
date and has excuse me, waiter, can I have a cream of broccoli,
But
man?
it was probably an appetizer. Is what I'm thinking, right?
Me,
they were just about to get to the main course.
That doesn't make sense to me.
You don't do soup before.
Soup I'll have at home.
Okay, not in a.
Ati, I go to a restaurant and then I start ordering ati uji.
No, it's an appetizer. Concept, there's this thing called uji power. That thing.
What is that, Jack?
Power. It's very
What is
good.
that?
It's just uji. It's just porridge, but I don't know what. I think that's sorghum, but it's very.
Sorghum! Jack, some of the words that you say.
You know sorghum. The
I
plant.
know sorghum,
Is
but
there like another name for the?
But Jack, let me tell you, I know you're younger than me, but I'm telling you, you came here in a time machine. At least sorghum.
What is the name then?
I grow sorghum on my fields, and in my free time, I forge a blade.
The
What?
character is coming together.
Wait.
Yeah.
Okay, damn. Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like some people enjoy a bit of, it opens up your nini before you eat. That's what some people do. I don't do it, but some people do. So
Me, I think if I were you, Maish, and someone ordered a soup. By the way, if you are the one who ordered the soup, never email us again.
that's the end.
That's the end for you, Maish. But you should not go. Let me tell you, good riddance to that girl if she's the one who ordered the plate of soup. A plate of soup, a bowl of soup, a bowl of soup. Because
Yeah.
you should not go out with a person. I would never trust a person who
Yeah.
ordered a bowl of soup
Yeah.
on a date.
Why?
Because that's just gross.
No, actually it means they're classy. They know what a 3-course meal is. So they're like, yeah, this is how I start. It means they're very classy. Let me be the voice of reason here, Fadil.
Okay, yeah.
I think this is a mistake. Maish is a good guy. It was a total mistake. And the lady was on the wrong for flipping out. She's not flip out. It's fine.
Yeah.
What's the worst that could happen? You know?
I mean, he said that she was gracious,
Oh yeah.
but she ended it early.
Oh, she ended it early.
She ended it early.
did early.
It put a damper on the date. It seems.
Yeah, maybe she had some underlying issues. Maybe she was stressed about something else. But really,
Damn, Jack. Let me tell you something. Jack is a saint.
I'm not a saint. I'm just saying.
Okay, let me tell you. Jack he grows sorghum, and he forges blades.
I forge blades.
And Jack is a man of the people. He's a saint.
in my
So he's giving her
furnace.
the benefit of the doubt. But what should he do then? He should just leave it, because he says that I tried to reach out to her, but she didn't. She sort of ghosted him in a way.
Okay, this time I'll be like, just double text her. Let's see what happens.
Damn.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm gonna
Yeah.
give my advice.
Maish skiza vizuri sana.
So, obviously you know her name.
Yes.
You've texted back and forth maybe before the date. You probably have her on Instagram. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to create a fake Instagram and start to populate this fake Instagram with like things about Forex, and like just post a lot of things like that has like, I worked with this client, like fake testimonials,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Of people that have earned a lot of money from your
The forex.
Forex trading account.
Yeah.
And this is all fake. And this is all a ruse.
Yeah.
And what you do is you slowly try and you add all the friends of hers onto your IG, so that they add you as well. And you start marketing to them and her as well that you have a Forex trading account and you're making big bucks, meaning you're making about a 10% return daily on your Forex, which is obviously bonkers, insane, and actually just a lie. It's like pure fraud.
Yeah.
But essentially, you do this and you slowly build her trust. And you say, this is what I'm going to do, but you know what? Let's do this. You make this account, and you say, look, this is what I do with all my clients. I put in half the money, and I let the client put in half the money.
Yeah.
And what you do is that you I love how Jack is so patient right now and just listening to me. Jack is a saint. Let me just tell you that. Okay, but wait.
No, yeah, just go on.
And basically, you build her trust and confidence. And at some point, you sort of create this like fake situation where you're like, okay, a lot of my money is tied up in equity in other investments. So you've seen that I've increased. Obviously, it's a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
You're taking money from other people and putting into her account just to make it look like it's inflated and that she's earned a lot of money.
Yeah.
And basically, you ask her, oh, actually, can you put in $1 million, because I actually can't put in the half of the $1 million.
Because I don't have...
Yeah, because I'm not liquid right now.
Yeah.
I'm not very liquid.
Yeah.
And then you essentially take that $1 million from her, and then you just shut down the account, and you disappear into the... Because...
So is this like a revenge scheme?
This is more of a revenge scheme. It's more of a kind of a Bernie Madoff kind of a situation.
So like you want him to basically like
defraud her.
Defraud her.
But
Of $1 million
like
shillings.
yeah, $1 million shillings.
Because of some
for
soup.
two things.
It's just soup.
Yeah, that's exactly it, Jack.
Yeah.
It's for two things. One, ghosting her, which I could never allow in my life.
Yeah.
And number two is for ordering soup.
It's just unforgivable to you.
It's just unforgivable to me, and that's my advice. I have another contrary advice.
Yes.
Just follow her in person.
Like stalker.
Stalk.
Don't listen to this guy, man. Do not listen to Fadil. That's just like, if you want to get arrested.
But why, Jack?
No,
Come
no,
on.
No.
Isn't that good? Isn't that sage advice?
No. I think you just want to get this guy arrested, and you just want him to write back from prison. So I'm in prison because
So I'm in prison,
I defrauded this lady.
and Jack, can you show me how to forge a blade in prison?
so I can survive. He'll ask for my advice this time.
The sorghum yield has been low this year.
I did sorghum.
The sorghum yield has been low this year,
Okay,
Jack.
but for real,
Please.
people don't say sorghum. Is that
No,
what I'm
they
asking?
do. Of course they do, Jack.
Then why is it so funny?
But it's like
I don't understand.
because the last time I just heard
was
the
in-
crop sorghum.
was in
sorghum.
GHC.
Was
You were learning GHC.
was in agriculture
Let
class.
me see if this thing is running.
Yeah. Was in agriculture class.
Okay, it's fine.
Okay. Was in agriculture class,
That's
Jack.
the last time you had.
That's the last time I
You
heard.
did agriculture.
I did agriculture, yeah.
Oh.
And you know, our agriculture teacher was such an ass.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he would come to do at
Wait, you did you had like your own piece of land where you'd.
No, this guy was the biggest asshole. He didn't do anything like that. He
Yeah.
would just teach a theory, and you know how he would do it?
Yeah.
He would just dictate notes for the entire class, every class.
You'd read it out so you guys just write.
And we just write. And he would be so fast, your hand would be hurting by the time. I hated that
And
guy.
I imagine agriculture has so many notes.
And he was so mean.
Yeah.
He was so mean. You know what he would do?
Yeah.
If you were making noise, he would bring you to the. Actually, this guy was a sadist.
Looking
man.
back,
He was
You just
such a
find
sadist,
out-
or sadist, as they say.
Yeah.
In Kenya,
he
You
just
know, the
enjoyed
sadist.
seeing you guys. You're sadist.
You
You're
know,
sadist.
you know what he would do? He would like bring you to the front of the class, and he would make you sit down on the floor with your legs out like
As
this.
a punishment.
As a punishment. No, he just make you sit on the floor. That's not too bad, right?
Yeah.
And so then, as he's reading out his stupid notes, which are like basically just from the like paraphrased from the textbook.
textbook,
From
yeah.
the textbook, he would walk around the class, and he would walk around the class, and when he would get to you where you're sitting,
Yeah.
he'd just kick you.
Why? He just
He
kick you
just
like
he
that?
just kick you. He just kick you, and then he'd like continue. Can you believe
What a
that?
sadist that guy is.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's what used to happen to us in
So
that class.
you were saying like he'd make you lie on the floor. Why would you make you do
No,
that?
no, he'd make you sit with your back to the wall, but your legs splayed out like this.
Okay.
And so as he walks around and he comes to where you are, he'd just kick your legs.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ. I genuinely think some teachers had issues and then they'd come take them out on you.
Dude, there is no doubt about
Yeah,
that.
they were just because me even some teacher, my maths teacher, he just looked at me one day and he just went, "Look at your nose." He just said that with so much disgust. I'm like, bro, what did I do to you? He just said like, "Look at your
Oh
nose."
God,
Like,
that's so horrible.
Those teachers were fucking. I hated them.
Oh God, that is terrible.
Yeah, teachers, bro. Teachers.
Jeez. Okay, I think at this point, Jack, let's take a 5-minute rester.
Let's do a two.
Let's,
like a
um,
break, huh?
Yeah, we'll come back. We'll come back after this break. Maybe we'll do a segment.
Yeah, let's do a segment after the break. We have a newspaper here.
We have a newspaper, which is yesterday's newspaper, so maybe
in the
we'll read
exam.
something out.
Nice. Let's
Yeah?
do that. So,
Okay.
see you guys
See ya.
shortly.
Peace.
Peace.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, and we are back.
We're back, guys.
Actually, we took a week off between this in this break. I know we said 5 minutes,
Sorry.
but it's actually been a week. Jack has forged many blades.
Yeah, I have a new baby.
and Jack's sorghum yield has increased
I've
greatly.
hazarded my sorghum.
Okay. Yeah, so we wanted to try a bit of a segment, Jack.
Right. Let's do a segment.
And it's a quick segment, and this segment is called "Hey, what's that going on in the news over there and
newspaper.
stuff?"
This
and
is the old man segment.
and like what's happening in the.
Is this still
in
the name of the
This
segment?
is still the name. Even your part. Even your part that you were just replying, that was part of it.
This is still part of it.
This
too.
is still part of it. This is still part of the segment known as, hey, what's sort of going on
Daily Nation.
Jack, we don't name the
name.
we don't name until they pay us.
Fine.
This is just a anonymous paper
Playboy.
that I pay.
Playboy magazine.
Playboy has started featuring an article on Kenyan politics, by the way.
Yeah.
So I read this thing that caught my eye because we have actually quite a close connection to this particular headline.
All right. Tell me.
I'm going to read it out, and then Jack, you can ask me why. Like, why does that have a close connection to us?
Okay, read it out to me.
So the headline is Inside Ruto's Tour. List of goodies for Mount Kenya.
Inside.
Huh.
How are you?
How are we related to this? I'll tell you why, Jack.
How are you related to this?
I'll tell you why, Jack.
Tell me.
We just recently found out about our producer, Rigathi Gachagua.
Mr. Gachagua.
Gachagua behind the scenes, behind the camera. Shout out. Okay, you don't want to say anything? No. He's, I think he's a bit like shy these days.
After I lose job,
Yeah, after I lose job, yake.
Kukua depa.
Exactly. So Gachagua, he was out of a job.
Yeah.
Apparently, which I just found out in the last episode, by the way.
Yeah, I remember. You were so shocked.
I was actually shocked. I thought he was just passionate about podcasts and he wanted to be an intern.
No, Gachag is jobless.
Oh my God. Okay, so basically, because of that, Ruto has lost his foothold a little bit in Mount Kenya region.
Mount Kenya region.
Right?
Yeah.
Because apparently Gachagua had his stronghold there.
Yeah.
What is the difference between a foothold and a stronghold?
You
would know these.
Why would I know?
You would know these words because these are very ancient.
I feel like a stronghold is stronger.
Uh-huh.
A foothold feels like you just have one foot in. That's how it sounds to me. I don't know.
Okay.
A stronghold.
Yeah, okay, let me return. So inside Ruto's tour, so essentially Ruto has to now come up with stuff that he needs to give the Mount Kenya region because he's sort of lost it a little bit due to the
and
exit
what is he doing? Is it
of
like
Gashags.
Trying to win them over?
He's trying to win them over, basically.
Do you know the politicians have been banned from churches? Like have you seen this?
Yeah, I heard about that.
Publicly in churches.
Oh my God.
Okay, about political stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's good.
Okay.
They should stay off.
Yeah. So he's trying to launch a lot of projects in that area.
Okay.
So that the Mount Kenya people just gain favor, warm up to him. I mean, I don't know. It sounds. Politics is so dirty, isn't it?
It is. And the thing is how clearly dirty it is. Like we can just see what he's trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. Like you can tell what he's trying to do and why he's trying to do it.
But humans are humans, and I think. Do you know what people say? If you ask any Kenyan, pick a random Kenyan on the street, what do you think of Ruto? They'll say very, very bad things, probably. But if Ruto came, they'll be, oh, Mr. President,
Oh, for real? Even you do that, Jack?
Of course, do that.
Me, I would not say hi to him. Actually, when I was working recently, the president came. I skipped that day.
Where you were working?
Yeah, where I was working.
Oh, he came?
Yeah, he came.
And then you skipped?
I skipped that day.
Hey, Bana, you guy.
I said I don't want to see this guy.
Do you want to see him?
Yeah.
Hey, me, I would warm up to him. Naweza mlamba mimi. Opportunities, Mr. President.
So, Sheng Nanjero...
What would wasanii urezo josika wasanii manze tunatasaka huku nje. Acha nikuambie. Manze napigaga show hata sipati pancha kwenda mtaa. Wewe tunafanya aje support wasanii.
By the way.
Yeah, support
by the way, wasanii tunahitaji.
So you didn't want to see him.
Tunahitaji support.
Kutoka kwako Mr. President.
Yeah. So what do you think he should do? Like what would you do to gain favor in Mount Kenya? I know what I would do.
What would you do?
I would climb Mount Kenya. and film it all. As Ruto.
Many people have done that, though.
No, but you see, look, this is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, but I wouldn't get just to Atilenana Peak.
You'd get to
Batian Peak.
Batian. That's the top.
The top one that you have to go mount climbing.
I don't think that guy can make it.
But that's what I would do if I was, because that shows dedication.
Yeah.
And each like every base camp that I go to, I would like set up like a sick like I don't know, like a sick station or something.
Oh, where people can just chill.
Where people can chill, like it's a chill place, like a club. I would set up a club.
But you have
like
to realize Mount Kenya people don't live on the mountain.
Yeah, but you see, it would be such a stark, like, impactful statement. It's like,
It
what?
would be.
Like,
It would be.
Like, what? The president is climbing Mount Kenya.
Yeah. It would be kind of cool.
It would be
if he did.
so impactful.
Ama he could just take a chopper to the top and take a picture.
Okay, man. He needs to vlog the whole thing. I want to see
Ruto vlog.
Ruto as a vlogger going up the whole way. And I think that would be super impactful.
Mimi napanda milima. Ama namna gani, my friend? He's just climbing.
That's how he does it. Yeah. Ama namna gani. Hey guys.
Yeah, hey guys.
How's it going? And the guy he'll get bare subscribers first of all.
Yeah.
I think, let me tell you, I think I could be Ruto's social media consultant.
For that, yeah.
Yeah.
That will be a failure. Let me tell you. Mount Kenya people, you have to understand. Kenyans are Kenyans at the end of the day.
Okay.
And this is how it works, and this is how it will always work.
Okay.
I think, sadly.
What?
By him doing this is how he'll gain fame.
Yeah, but what do you think he should actually do? Like, what kind of goodies would you give the Mount Kenya people if you were Ruto?
I think what he's doing is gonna work.
Yeah, but what would you do?
What
What would you do special? Like, you're like,
Mimi.
That's what.
Potato Mount Kenya. What about things that actually benefit the people?
Boss.
Like,
okay.
I don't know, like maybe a coffee factory, because I hear, industries are really struggling, yeah.
For real?
Yeah.
So you do a coffee
Okay, I don't know
factory?
about the coffee industry, but I'm just saying, like, you could revive some of those, like, actually find ways to improve the lives of the people, find them employment, things like those, I think. But maybe that's what he's doing, because I haven't seen the details of the project that he's doing. Yeah, but I think that's what you would do. That's what you should do as a sensible Kenyan who cares about people. But Sheng Nanjero...
boss, what would Sheng Nanjero do?
I don't know.
What would Sheng Nanjero do? That's what I want to know.
What about Mount Kenya?
Boss.
What about Mount Kenya?
Yeah, wacha nikwambie. Tell us, come on.
Hao ni watu wangu.
Hey, boss.
Hao ni modo wakwa. I'm half Kikuyu, but sijui kuongea my language. I probably need to learn.
Okay, yeah, but what would Sheng Nanjero do in this case? If Sheng Nanjero,
Yes.
let me tell you, first of all, Sheng Nanjero has my vote.
Yeah, you sure?
There's no doubt about
Mindo
that.
MCA mta.
That man has my vote.
Yeah.
Now, my question is, what would Sheng Nanjero do for the people of
I would-
Mr. Muheshimiwa?
Sheng Nanjero would throw...
What Mr. Honorable Sheng Nanjero, what would you do for the people of Mount Kenya region?
Acha nikwambie sasa. Bro, mimi watu wa Mount Kenya naweza angusha Mugithi night ingine noma. Mugithi wewe. Ayaya, tutakunywa Muratina. Wow. Those people will never forget. Kwa nenda hapo Nyeri. Mugithi night. Need renowned Mugithi artists kina John De Matthews, sijui nani, all those guys. Bring them.
Okay.
Sick concert.
Okay, you'd put up a sick concert as
Sick
Sheng Nanjero.
Mugithi.
You see, this is why, Jack, you have my vote.
Yeah.
Actually, forget it. No, I take that back.
Why?
Sheng Nanjero, you have my vote.
Oh, it's Sheng Nanjero. But that would be sick.
Sheng Nanjero is the man.
Those guys party, man. Say.
For
Those
real.
guys.
Mount Kenya people.
Like
Mugithi.
Mugithi guys.
Mugithi nights.
Mugithi is like the Kikuyu.
I think we should open a club called Mugithi Nights.
Mugithi nights.
It sounds like also a good movie.
By the way,
Nights.
Mugithi nights sounds nice.
Mugithi Nights.
Do you know there's like a circuit
You know, by the way,
Yeah.
they have never changed. Like every Mugithi song sounds exactly the.
yes.
Look, I did that, and you could not tell which song it is, but you know it's a Mugithi song, right?
Why there are way modaka na 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 na. Okay.
Yeah.
but they do
Go on.
something.
Go on.
No, I don't. Yeah, I don't know the lyrics.
And then it breaks and goes tintili 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 tutulu tutulu tutu tintili tintili.
Into like a guitar solo, people just dance like this.
Jack, can you do Kikuyu dances?
Well, I know one. So in those like breaks, the where there's a guitar solo, guys will just go like for like 5 minutes, just dancing
For the entire
and they're having
like
the
length
best
of the
time.
song.
They're having the best time.
Oh
just-
my god, that's amazing.
Yeah,
Hey,
it's
okay, dope. Jack, I
Yeah.
loved that.
Thank you.
I think we need to have way more
But
dancing on
that's how it gets the Mount Kenya people.
Okay.
That is my manifesto. So come on, if I vie, that's how I'll get you people.
Jack, you have my vote.
Thank you very much.
Honorable. Okay, let me just check on the. Yeah. Okay.
It's all right.
Okay.
You wanna do a question?
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go. We need to go into a question right now. Okay. This one is a little bit serious.
Okay, let's
So
go.
we need okay, yeah, but by the way, on the last one, I think you gave your advice and I think that's the one you need to go that's the one we
Which
need to
one?
go with because I sort of went off the rails.
As you always
As
do.
I always
Like, what
do.
the- you just told someone to defraud someone. What kind of advice is that? I am the voice of reason here. Let's just make it clear.
That's actually low-key very true, yeah. Okay, amazing. Let's yeah. Okay. Oh, where is it? I've lost it. Damn it. Just give me
This is a
yeah,
serious
just
one, yeah.
yeah, this is a bit of a serious one.
It's time to be serious.
Okay, so can you give us another? Okay,
Another
but
what?
by the way, we didn't ask what Gashagwa would do in that case. But do you have anything to add, Mr. Rigiji?
Rigiju connect to that side now.
Okay, I guess not.
You are nanga advice of you. He has nothing.
I think he's like shy now. You know,
Yeah.
he's like
But he used to do like press briefings of the news.
for real.
Yeah, all the time. He's the deputy president.
Damn.
Why would this be hard? Like this podcast with 19 subscribers. I don't know why.
Do we have 19 subscribers on YouTube?
I think so.
That's actually legit.
It is. Yeah,
Guys, we're coming
but
for
I'm
Mr.
saying,
Beast.
Compared to the numbers, this
We're
guy
coming
used
for
to do.
Mr. Beast.
We're coming for you, man.
We're coming for you, Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast need to watch out.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
Mr. Beast.
Let's go. Okay, so I want you to give
Yeah.
this man because it's a no. Actually, I don't know if it's a man or a woman,
Okay.
but I need you to give him a name of a very serious teacher that you had.
A very serious teacher. So let's call him Wycliffe. That's I think a very serious teacher I had.
I hate that name.
Yeah, I hate it too.
I hate the name Wycliffe. And also,
Wycliffe.
by the way, it's not. I think that's the Kenyan way of pronouncing it.
What is it?
Wycliffe.
No. What do you mean Wycliffe? That's how you call Waire, right? I remember you insulted the guy, Bana. Wycliffe. But is
Wycliffe.
it really Wycliffe?
Yeah, like Wycliffe Jean. You know it's
No,
you
I
know
don't
that
know
you
that.
know Wycliffe Jean.
No. Sounds French.
He's like an artist and producer. He's the one who. And then when you dance like this, I wanna be Spanish. Como se llama? De da bo da de da ah.
Oh, is that guy?
I've turned it into a Mugithi song. Okay, amazing.
Oh, he did it with Shakira.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay, what was the name?
Wycliffe.
Oh, Wycliffe, yeah.
To me, it was Wycliffe.
Okay, dear BADVICE,
Yes.
I saw something potentially disastrous.
Okay.
My good friend's husband on a dating app.
So I
My
guess
good
this is,
friend's husband
on a dating app.
on a dating app. I'm 99% sure it was his profile, photos and all. Now I'm stuck in a moral dilemma. Do I tell my friend her husband might be cheating or stay out of it and hope I'm wrong. I don't want to break her heart, but I'd feel awful not saying something if it's true. Sincerely, Wycliffe.
Like he knows Nidem. It's clearly a woman,
Oh,
right?
Nidem?
Yeah, because she saw her friend's husband.
But it could be a guy
It's
who
good,
saw her
whatever,
friend's husband.
yeah.
Yeah, but likely it's a girl. Let's just say it's a girl, and her name is Wycliffe.
Wycliffe. So Wycliffe, maneno ya watu wawili wamelala kwa
Bas,
kitanda
Sheng
moja.
Nanjero. Yes.
Maneno ya watu wawili wamelala kwa kitanda moja, wachana nayo. Do not get involved. Let the guy have his fun. Wachana nayo. Wachana nayo kabisa. That's my advice. Don't
get involved.
Yeah, it's like nature. You ever see how these guys making documentaries, they go to the wild and then they watch like a lion eating a gazelle, but they don't interfere like, oh, poor gazelle, it's getting mauled to death. No, they just let nature take its course. That's what you're supposed to do. Let nature take its course. If she finds out, cool. If she doesn't, then well and good.
Interesting, Jack.
Yeah.
Okay, Jack, then let me sort of like give you a bit of a curveball.
Okay.
What if that was you, but that girl whose husband is cheating on her, I think you should be 100% sure.
Yeah.
That girl was your sister.
Okay, my sister.
Who was being cheated on.
So I see my sister's husband in a dating app.
Yeah. Would you tell her?
Hell no. I will never tell her. I will never tell her.
The bro code
Never
is strong.
break the bro code. It's the strongest
Bond
connection.
that we have.
That's
Even
all
more
we
with your sibling.
Let me tell you, bro.
Yeah.
The bro code is very strong. Do never. You'll be a disservice to all of mankind if you break the bro code. So just leave it. Leave it. Because, I don't know. I'm sure he'd do the same for me, so why would I ruin his shit?
Have you just outed yourself, Jack?
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, yeah.
If he found me in such a situation, he probably wouldn't rat me out.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So just let it. I don't know. I think men know what they're doing. That's what I am saying. That's all I'll say. I think most men know what the fuck they're doing.
I think that he should tell.
Why? Why should you tell?
He or she should tell.
Why?
Because, okay, so now here's the thing. Depending on how close you are to this person, that's how you gauge whether you tell. Because I have been in this situation slightly.
Okay. Was it like with a sibling or just someone close?
No, it was not even someone who was close.
Yeah.
It was just like a casual acquaintance. And I knew something about the guy that she was dating that was potentially like harming to their relationship.
I see.
But I hardly know this person.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm just going to stay out of it.
Yeah.
So I did stay out of it.
You just
And
left
and
it.
I didn't say anything about it because I just thought that it was not my business, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I did stay out of it. However,
If it was...
and so now as I thought about it at that time, I was like, now let me increase the level of closeness that I have with this person. If I was to increase it, what would I then do?
You'd probably...
I would definitely tell. Like if it was my cousin, if it was my sister, if it was just a casual acquaintance, you know what? It actually, I might not even know the facts, meaning like they may have an open relationship.
Like you don't know enough to...
Exactly, yeah.
Make such a...
But if you're close to the person, but now the question is, Jack, what if you are very close to both of them?
Oh.
Boom.
Yeah.
What if you're close to the girl, meaning
the
like a
guy.
very close friend of yours who's a girl, but then you're also close to the guy?
Bro, I have been there.
Wow.
I've been... Okay, I have these two very close friends who are dating. And then, sometimes it's normal that they'll have their fights. And sometimes you find yourself in between the fights. Like they're kind of using you to communicate. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, oh, tell him I'm not coming back to his place again. Nini, nini, nini. And then he's like, no, tell that bitch. Nini, 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 nini. So I'm in the middle of the fight, and then when they get together, if I messed up, then I'm the bad guy. Do you understand? So if they're even closer, I just like, hey,
Yeah.
guys, I'm not.
You're out of this.
I'm not involved in this.
That's smart.
You guys sort your stuff out, and then
Very smart.
But also, here's what I'll tell my friend. I saw my friend this one time with this girl, who I was like, bro, you can do better. I just told him like, I think you can do better.
Okay.
Yeah, because there's a girl you just know, because you just know sometimes your friend this is just a rebound. And he thinks that and I can tell she doesn't love you, bro, and you can do better. So just stop wasting your time. Bro code for life, my guy.
Jesus Christ. So you in no circumstance. What if it was your mom? Now let me increase the relation even more.
My mom done what? My mom?
It's your mom.
Yeah.
And it's your dad who's the one cheating.
Oh, my
Would
dad
you tell
is
your
cheating.
mom?
No. Why would I? Seriously, why would no really think about it? Why would I? Yeah, why would I tell my mom?
I don't know. I feel like it's a moral thing to do.
Yeah, it is moral. I mean,
Yeah, it is moral, but who wants to do that?
Who wants to do? Okay, listen. Obviously, this is very off the cuff, but I try to just stay out of such things.
You just stay out of. You mind your own business.
Generally, yeah, because they don't usually end up very well if I involve myself in those things. So I just stay out and I let things play out the way they will. That's what I usually do. But if I really care, honestly, I will tell them. Like my sister. I care.
You literally just went on.
No, but I
You've overturned all your advice. So where are you now, Jack?
No, bro code for life. But listen, if it's someone I'm really close with, I'd probably let them know.
You'll probably let them know.
Yeah.
You've turned. You switched your advice.
I think
You've betrayed the bro code.
That was Sheikh Najero. Now it's
oh, that was Sheikh Najero. Sheikh Najero has learnt
English.
English.
It was controlling me.
Sheikh Najero has moved to Nairobi.
He's moved to Nairobi now.
He's moved to Nairobi and he speaks English now.
But I think that is the best thing to do as a good Christian. You know.
Now let me tell you what I would do, Jack.
Oh, here we go.
So 100% I would tell.
Yes.
There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But what I think that this person should do, she should catfish him.
Catfish him.
Yeah.
Okay.
She should post pictures and videos on Tinder or wherever. Was it a date? Did they mention what kind of dating app?
Yeah.
Whatever
Tinder.
dating app it was. Say you're on Tinder.
What if it's Grinder? Whatever.
Okay. If it's
Whatever it is, just catfish.
So no, tell us more about that. Tell us more about Grindr, Jack.
Next
Please.
episode. We'll dedicate the whole episode to my Grindr experience. But
Okay.
now let's focus on Tinder.
Okay, so what I would do is I would catfish him.
Yeah.
So I would create a profile, like very rich profile.
Yes.
Like a good bio, like I would use ChatGPT to make it really
Yeah,
good.
and
I would have
funny.
quotes in there.
Yeah.
I would have like music preferences.
Yes.
I would have like multiple pictures, both singular and with people.
Yeah.
And actually, if you look, I don't know if you've ever used this AI app called Midjourney.
Yeah, the image.
Yeah,
generator,
Midjourney is the best in the world. There's no doubt about it.
it's
Like
very
ChatGPT sucks,
Yeah.
but Midjourney is very good. And I would essentially take that profile and then
Yes.
match with him
Yeah.
and just like actually develop a very strong bond with him.
Yes.
And then I would ask him to meet.
Oh, so wait, you'd use Midjourney to like create the images
To create
of yourself, like you're a guy who travels.
No, I'm a girl.
Oh, you're a girl who
I'm a girl
travels,
who
well-traveled.
I'm a girl who's like fabulous
Beautiful.
and beautiful, and I'm on a yacht
Amazing.
and like I'll make up the story because like it has to be believable because
Yes.
he's like I imagine he's like out of shape
Because you
old,
know,
like out
yeah.
of shape 40-year-old guy.
Because sometimes if it's too good to be true, guys kind of like.
You see what I mean? Yeah,
why
guys.
would she be
But
interested in me?
I would make it believable, like like sort of like, oh, I recently broke my hand or something, and like I would just have something like very believable, or be like, I'll like talk to him and be like, no, actually, I broke up with someone recently, and I'm sort of just looking for companionship, like very
I see.
like like sort of playing hard to get.
Yes.
In a way, but
yes.
then sort of like making him like, oh, I want to thank you for like being there for me.
Yes.
And you essentially invite him to a Java. This is specifically because this is all Kenyan advice right now.
Yeah, to a Java.
Hopefully, you invite him to a Java.
Yeah.
And you order the espresso milkshake.
Yes.
Okay.
For the both of you.
No, just for yourself.
Just for
Well, actually, you could order two.
Yeah.
And basically, you invite him there. And obviously, that's me now at the Java House Coffee.
Yes.
But then you try to kiss him.
Oh my God. I thought you...
No. Okay, fine. I take that back, Jack.
Okay, I thought you'd call the wife.
No, that's yeah. Sorry, that was it. I'm mixing it with a different story. I was mixing that with a different advice.
You're not okay. Why did you try to kiss him?
Okay, I would then. It would become sort of a Chris Hansen kind of a situation. Chris Hansen from To Catch a Predator.
Oh yes.
Yeah. It would become a Chris Hansen. I would have like a live TV event. I would be on Instagram live, basically catching.
Your advices are so complicated.
Yeah, I would have a crew there with lighting and great sound, like great sound. Like I need and I would maybe try. I would try this. This is not a certain one, but I would try to hire Hans Zimmer to do the soundtrack for it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think I can get him. I think I have that level of star power.
Think so?
I think so. And I know some people who
so
might be able to get Zimmer on the line.
Okay.
To make like a live recording of on the piano.
Yeah.
But we have to get a grand piano. Do you know like a mover that can move a grand piano?
Maybe just use a normal piano. I'm a grand.
No, I really need the grand piano.
No.
I really need it.
Okay. That's gonna be a bit.
That's a bit of a.
Will it fit in Java?
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
What if we bring it in the night before?
Maybe that. Yeah, bring it the night before.
Yeah.
Set up Hans properly. He probably sleep at the back. You need him on site.
Yeah, I do need him on site.
Yeah, you need Hans on site.
Trailer, I don't think we can. No, we don't have the budget for a trailer.
Yeah, so
we don't have a budget for the trailer, but we have a budget for Hans Zimmer.
Hans Zimmer, you can pay him. You fly him in from Germany.
And basically, then bring in his wife.
Yeah.
But at a critical point in the climax of the soundtrack.
Yeah. So this, is it for like the tension of the moment?
Yeah, it's for building the tension of the moment, and then essentially bring in the wife.
Oh yeah.
And have her watch this spectacle.
Okay, as it
unfolds. And then sort of just like beat the guy.
Or beat him.
Yeah, actually assault him.
I wonder. I think.
Is this illegal? By the way, some of the things that I say on this podcast.
No, not really.
Okay, because it's hypothetical.
It's hypothetical. But then, when you beat him, would you need a soundtrack for the beating as well?
No, because I want just to make it super authentic. I want Hans Zimmer to get in on the beating.
Oh, see. I thought he'd be the one playing that.
Yeah, I thought so, but I think it'll be so impactful and actually kind of mind blowing.
Dude, here's what I think.
Yeah.
I think when the lady gets there, she'll be so shocked at the spectacle that she'll even forget that this guy was cheating.
Oh,
she'll be like, "What? Hans Zimmer is here?"
So it'll take away from the.
Probably, don't you think?
Right. Okay,
Hans Zimmer is here. There's a grand
piano. I think that's the only problem with this situation.
I think so too.
That's the only downside of this.
There's a grand piano in a Java. Hans Zimmer is there. You're there with a club trying to beat this guy up. It's gonna be surreal.
Yeah, it'll be too surreal. Yeah, that's the only issue with
this. They might
this.
actually get back together like, yo, babe, that was crazy.
That was crazy. Actually, it's Java here. Let's go on a date.
I guess we just chill.
Damn. I think you're right, Jack.
It's kind of crazy. Yeah, so maybe tone it down a bit.
Okay, tone it down a bit.
Yeah, but the confrontation is good. I like it.
Okay, so then either way, I would say you have to be able to measure how close you are to this person.
Yes.
And based on that, you would then decide whether to tell the person. Say, for example, if you've been friends for like 15 years,
Yeah.
I would 100% tell the person.
Like, let me ask you.
But if
first.
you've been friends for a year,
Yeah.
maybe you stay out of it.
If you saw my wife on Tinder, would you tell me?
Like you.
Yes, me.
Like Jack, you.
Yeah, Jack Langero. Would you tell me?
100%.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know your wife.
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
You see, do you see? So now so you see what I mean? Like now, say for example, I was very good friends with your wife.
Yes.
Like very good friends.
No,
And
that would change things.
no, then I wouldn't tell because then that's between you guys.
Yeah, that's true.
No, no, actually, wait a second. No, wait a second.
What are you saying?
No, wait a second.
Yeah.
If that was the case,
Yeah.
I would talk to your wife and tell her you need to tell Jack, otherwise I will tell him.
I will tell him.
Yeah.
If you don't.
Yeah.
If you're good friends with her as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, then I would do that.
Okay.
But then if it was, yeah.
Okay. So you're sticking to the bro code, nice.
No, it's not.
It's just morals.
No, it's just
This guy has morals.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's my advice. Otherwise, do the catfish thing.
Yeah.
Chris Hansen.
Yeah.
Get Chris Hansen if you can. Hans Zimmer. Get Hans Zimmer on the line
To make the score for the...
to make the score.
It's just overkill.
Yeah, but yeah. So those are our two questions that we've gotten from people. Let me just check quickly.
Is it still running?
Still running.
Nice.
Good.
So that's the advice we've given people today.
That's the
useful
advice.
consumer advice.
Yeah.
I remember when I met you that day and you were describing this podcast to someone. You described it as cancer upon the world. And I think you're kind of right. Honestly, considering the advice we just gave, it's pretty on point.
You know, I like it's like a segment that happens in my head daily,
What
which is like, hey man, I'm your friend, and this is what I think you should do. And then there's this evil
Yeah.
man, there's this evil advice that is like kind of like tearing at the very fabric of like
You really want to tell him.
you really
want
yeah,
that
like that's
happen.
okay. So that's my deep inner like desires.
And you get to let it out here.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah.
You unleash your evil upon the
All upon the world. Yeah. Oh my God, Jack.
My chest is
Jack.
fucking
Okay, so let's just Jack. Jack is kind of an ancient figure
I'm not okay, why do you say that though?
because you forge blades.
Yes.
You talk about crops like they're from back in the day, and my sorghum yields. And then you have an ancient virus because that virus, bro.
No,
I've
no.
never heard such a deep cough like that,
This is the one. This just caught me recently, actually,
bro.
and I got it from Timothy Ngatia. This is a guy who gave me this cold because
Oh my
I hung
God.
out with him too much. So
You and Timothy are kind of like a really dynamic duo, I must say.
yeah, we just blend. I don't know why. Some guys it just happens. It's weird. Yeah.
For real.
Yeah. I think it's because I don't know. It's his personality maybe, and also his profession, and he's also a very interesting guy. So
Is he?
It's
What's interesting about him?
I mean,
Tell
he's
me.
a teacher.
Yeah.
It's kind of interesting.
Right.
Yeah, and just the way he thinks, really. Yeah.
Okay.
I just find him interesting. And yeah, so he gave me this cold when we were making out in his car.
Okay then. I think on that note,
On that note, we can end.
on that note, we can give this a rest. Thank you for coming. This is BADVICE. We're Africa's solution to their problems. So email us in on jackandfather@gmail.com and we will solve any problem you have. It's political, business,
Whatever,
Like
relationships.
we're multi-talented, Jack.
If you have any metal or questions, I'm here. If you want to know how to forge a fucking blade, guys, I'm here. I'll teach you.
Oh God, that's amazing.
Yeah, throw in them questions. Any question you want to ask,
Lovely.
ask us. Yeah.
Lovely.
Sindio.
Yeah. Peace, guys.
I'm Namnagani, my friend. I'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye from Jack
and okay. Bye from Fadil and Jack.
Gashagwa
Gashagwa in the
and Sheng Nanjero, of course.
Kabisa. Tutachikiana wase.
Peace.
Aye, peace.